Nico González is leaving Manchester City. Newcastle United have an agreement with Manchester City for 47 million plus 3 million add-on. I have one simple question. Why? Because Nico Gonzalez has not been a player who came to Manchester City and played terrible football. And he was not a player who was very desperate to leave the club, because at the beginning of the summer he told the press that he was very happy and he wants to continue. Then why Manchester City wants to sell Nico Gonzalez? Why Pep Guardiola never trust Nico Gonzalez 100%? Why Enzo Maresca is walking into the same path of Pep Guardiola and not trusting Nico Gonzalez? So in this transfer news, I think there is more than simply saying Nico Gonzalez was not good enough. Let me tell you this. I like Nico Gonzalez. Was he Rodri? No, never. But the comparison with Rodri from the very beginning was very unfair, because Manchester City signed him in 2025 January, and people instantly, comparing him with Rodri because Rodri was injured, and they were thinking like, no, we have our Rodri replacement, which is very unfair. Nico is very strong, physically is very strong. He can protect the ball. He is very aggressive in duels, and he can carry the ball through midfield. And technically, if you talk about, for a player of his size, he is very comfortable. But there is one problem. The manager never trusted him completely. And for me, I think this is the biggest issue. Look, playing for Manchester City as a number 6 is the most difficult job you can do in world football. It's not just about tackling, it's not just about passing, but it's about understanding, or having the understanding of the space perfectly. Like when you need to drop in between the center back, when to play one touch, when to protect the ball, when to move forward and help the attackers, and most importantly, when Manchester City lose the ball, you need to be at the perfectly correct position so that you can regain the position. And that was Rodri's superpower. So I think Pep Guardiola thought, or he felt, that Nico Gonzalez doesn't have this position and control, which is very obvious because he's just 22 when he came and now he's 23. But Pep also may have the feeling that he cannot improve Nico in that positional control area, because the same feeling he had for Joe Hart, that he cannot improve him with his feet, so he let him go. And the same thing is happening with Nico Gonzalez. That is my take. That is what I have understood. So is Manchester City selling a bad player? Absolutely not. This is Manchester City selling a player simply never became a midfielder their managers wanted him to become. Tactically, it makes sense. Financially, definitely it makes sense. But football wise, I don't agree on that. I still believe there is a very good midfielder inside Nico Gonzalez, and I think and hope that Newcastle will unlock Nico Gonzalez, because he is a very, very, very good human being, always being very respectful to the club, and whenever he get the chances, he played really good football. He was not horrible. So I hope and I wish all the best to Nico Gonzalez.